Okay, you're either one or two happiness fighters in this world. Yeah, number one, the happiness fighters that have made it to the happiness promised land of having great friends, great family, a lover that loves them and knows how to make them happy when the darkness comes around, kids that bring joy and light and happiness to them, even a successful career or job that they love doing and it doesn't feel like a job. Or you're number two. You're the happiness fighter that has to keep fighting day in and day out for your happiness and your health, even though you haven't made it this way. And I'm that happiness fighter. And recently, my darkness has really taken over with stress. And it's because something that has brought me pure happiness and joy is bringing me so much stress right now. And I'm just going to explain why. Okay, I am on a financial welfare system in Australia called Centrelink. Basically, it gives people money if they are looking for work or cannot work for work or disabled or elderly, and it gives them money for like food, rent, etc. So they can basically live and don't die on the street, sort of thing. And I've been on this system for probably 15 years now, and this has destroyed my social life. It destroyed my social life in my 20s to the point that I did not go much anywhere. There was a couple of places like the next town over, maybe a movie here or there, but most days I would just sit in front of the TV and just watch TV or be on my phone. And when you have that, plus chronic disease, and an autoimmune disease, and you're not or weren't eating as healthy as you should be, and looking after yourself, and then getting rejected time after time for jobs that you were applying for, or were applying for, and then you actually get the chance to prove yourself and get a job, but then you can't keep that job because your body and your mind just is saying, nope, this is not the right fit. It destroys you, physically and mentally. And when I have these chronic disease and autoimmune disease things that rely on me to be happy 24/7 and not stress, yeah, it gets hard. And I've never really had a really big win moment in the world. The closest to a really big win moment was earlier this year when I said, screw it, I'm going to go to WWE Elimination Chamber. I'm going to do something for myself. I don't care if people see me and be like, oh, she's on the financial welfare system. She should be spending my money on not this sort of thing. I was like, no, that has stopped me from living my life for the last 10 years. And I said, once I got my body back to health, which I have, I'm not going to let it do it to me again. And after this trip, I said to myself that I was going to go to one WWE PLE a year, no matter how much it cost, no matter where it was, either here in Australia, where I'm from, or overseas. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was fighting for that. And then when WrestleMania was announced that it was going to be in Las Vegas next year, I thought, screw it, I'm going big time. I'm going for the ultimate dream, which I almost achieved at Elimination Chamber, which was meeting the man Becky Lynch. I just couldn't afford a priority pass at the time. Plus, I don't think Becky was doing meet and greets at Elimination Chamber anyway. And I said, next time I go to a live PLE, I'm going to get a priority pass. I'm going to try and meet her. That's it. I'm fighting for this dream, no matter what, because this is all I've got right now that's going good in my life. Well, good-ish, to say. But, like, family, of course. And I was like, okay, fine. We'll start saving the money. We'll cut back on luxury items. We'll sacrifice things. And I did. And I took out another loan after paying off the last loan that I had to get for Elimination Chamber. And I thought, okay, yeah, I take out a loan. I saw the priority passes. I bought it. I could pay it off in installments. I was like, cool, I'll do it. No problem. Then the other issue came up. And this is the same issue I had at Elimination Chamber 2. The flights and the flights to the event and back, and the accommodation, like where I'm going to stay. And this is the thing that's been stressing me out and just putting me in a bad mood, because at Elimination Chamber, it was a week out before I went, and basically that amount of money is half of what I need to get to Las Vegas next year. And yeah, it's easier to get to Western Australia for me because I live in South Australia. It's just the next day over. To get from Australia to Las Vegas, way harder. But I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to try and do it. But I keep looking at the flights and the accommodation and the packages all together. All up, it's going to cost me over $5,000. And I was like, okay, fine, I'll do some things. And when you have chronic diseases or chronic issues or autoimmune issues, it affects how you can do like odd jobs and stuff like that as well. And I live in a small country town where basically mainly everyone does everything for themselves. Yeah. And so I was like, okay, I'll play PayPal games, win some money that way. But when they don't, let's say, don't pay out big like you need, it gets frustrating. And yeah, I've just been in a really bad mental health place, and it's starting to affect my physical health, because when I'm stressed, I don't take care of myself. I start sleeping not great like I used to back in the day when I wasn't taking care of myself and I was just eating the wrong food. I wasn't sleeping properly. And yeah, I don't want to give up on this dream. I don't. I feel like I have to be there. And it's not a WWE fan that's decided to go saying this. This is someone that hasn't lived their life for the longest time, that just needs to prove to herself that she can do this. She can get the big win. It's someone that hasn't had just anything good go right for her in her life. There might have been things, but that's just how I see it. It's someone that has to fight the darkness day in and day out and is just getting tired and sick of doing it. She just wants that breakthrough moment, that moment where like someone finally notices her and be like, yes, we're going to give her a break. But when you had GoFundMe up for 5 months and only one person donated to it, it just makes me feel like no one believes in this dream. And yeah, I just am at wit's end and I don't want to give up on this. I don't break my heart because this would literally break my heart. But I'm having to come to the realization that this may not happen. And I may pay thousands of dollars and shave my head for nothing. And I don't want that to happen, but I'm going to have to come to the realization that might happen. And yes, I know WrestleMania is like a couple of months away, but I want to do like before the end of the year so then I don't have to pay so much. And I know the closer it gets to the event, higher the cost, the less likely that this Ultimate Dream Championship will come true. So if anyone is listening and if anyone wants to lend me or give me $5,000 spare, I am going to take it. Even if it's WWE or Becky Lynch or The Rock or John Cena, anyone, I will take it at this point because I have lost all hope. So yes, thank you for listening and I just had to get this off my chest.